Right now, above your head, the universe is running a 14 billion year light show. And you're doom scrolling? You miss sunsets because you're in a meeting. You miss meteor showers because Netflix autoplays the next episode. You see other people's photos of the sky and think, wow, I wish I'd seen that. This video is your wake-up call, because the truth is simple. There are at least 9 insane space events you can see with your own eyes, from Earth, in your lifetime. Most of them repeat. Most of them are free. And if you know when to look up, you'll never see the night sky the same way again. Stay with me. By the end, you'll know what to watch for, and maybe more importantly, what you've been doing to miss it. Imagine this. It's 2 a.m. Alex is lying in bed, half awake, phone glowing in his face. He opens Instagram. The first story? A giant red moon hanging over the city. Blood moon tonight. Thousands of people watched a total lunar eclipse. Alex scrolls more. Another friend, different country, same moon. Crowds outside, people cheering, tripods, kids pointing. Alex was under the exact same sky, in the same city, at the same time. But where was he? Inside, under a cheap LED bulb, watching videos of other people watching the sky. And then the thought hits him. If the universe puts on shows like this, how many have I already missed? Maybe that's you. You see eclipse photos, aurora videos, a streaking meteor shower you only discovered through someone's TikTok. You weren't there. You were indoors. You didn't even know it was happening. Let's be honest, it hurts a little, because you realize something brutal. It's not that the universe stopped being magical. It's that you stopped looking up. Let's talk about why. First, you think epic space events are once in a lifetime. Many people treat space events like winning the lottery. You're lucky if you ever see one. That's not true. The universe is actually weirdly generous. There are 9 space events you can see from Earth, often more than once, if you just pay attention. Space Event 1, total lunar eclipse, the blood moon. The Earth slides between the sun and the moon. Our atmosphere bends sunlight around the planet, painting the moon deep red. You don't need a telescope. You don't need fancy gear. You just need a clear sky and to be awake. Space Event 2, solar eclipse, partial, annular, or total. The moon crosses in front of the sun. Daylight dims, shadows turn sharp and strange. In a total eclipse, the sky goes dark, and the sun becomes a glowing ring. Yes, you absolutely must protect your eyes with proper eclipse glasses, but emotionally, nothing protects you. It rewires something inside you. Space Event 3, meteor showers like the Perseids or Geminids. Tiny bits of ancient comets burn up in our atmosphere. Streaks of light flash across the sky every few minutes. Most years, these showers return on almost the same nights. Predictable, regular. And yet, most people sleep through them. On purpose. Space Event 4, planetary conjunctions. 2 bright planets appear right next to each other in the sky. Sometimes the moon joins them. You look up and see a perfect triangle of shining points. It feels like the solar system is taking a selfie. Space Event 5, aurora, the northern and southern lights. Charged particles from the sun crash into our atmosphere. The sky turns green, purple, red. Curtains of light ripple overhead. You don't need to live in Norway to have a chance. Strong solar storms can push auroras much farther south than usual, but you have to chase them. They won't knock on your apartment door. Space Event 6, bright comets. Sometimes a comet swings close enough to the sun to grow a tail you can see. For weeks, there's a ghostly smudge in the night sky, dragging a glowing tail. Most people don't even know its name until it's gone. Space Event 7, supermoons. The moon's orbit brings it closer to Earth. On those nights, the moon looks bigger and brighter. It rises over buildings like a huge lantern. It's subtle, but you feel it in your chest. Space Event 8, the International Space Station flyover. A bright star moves smoothly across the sky. It's not a plane. It's a house-sized machine with people in it orbiting Earth every 90 minutes. They see 16 sunrises a day. You can see them for a few minutes if you know when to look. Space Event 9, the Milky Way core. On the right nights, in places dark enough, you can see the central band of our galaxy, a cloudy river of stars, the sight that made ancient humans tell stories around fires. Most modern humans will die without seeing it once. Now, here's the uncomfortable part. None of these are rare cosmic miracles. They're scheduled shows. The universe is consistent. We're the flaky ones. Second, you delegated wonder to your devices. You don't ask what's in the sky tonight. You ask what's on my feed tonight. We live under the same stars as every generation before us, but we experience them through a 6-inch screen. You wait for viral clips instead of real experiences. You see a TikTok of aurora and think, wow, the world is beautiful. Then you scroll to the next video and forget. That's like watching a video of a concert with noise-canceling headphones on while the actual band plays outside your window. Here's the punchline. If your only memory of the universe is other people's content, you are not living your own life. You are binge-watching someone else's. Third, light pollution stole your sky and you let it. In most big cities, you look up and see 5 stars, maybe 10. The rest are drowned in artificial light. You tell yourself, there's nothing to see here, or I'd have to travel far, or I'm too busy for that. But here's the truth. Yes, light pollution is a real problem. No, it's not a total excuse. Meteor showers? You can sometimes see the brighter meteors even from the suburbs. Lunar eclipses? Totally visible from cities. ISS flyovers? Bright enough to cut through a lot of light. Eclipses? The sun doesn't care about your street lamps. Are some events better in dark places? Absolutely. But if you never even try from where you are, light pollution isn't the only thing blocking your view. Sometimes the biggest source of light pollution is your own screen. Fourth, you never put space in your calendar. You schedule meetings, you schedule dentist appointments, you schedule food delivery. But the universe? You just hope you'll hear about it in time. That's why you wake up to headlines like, "Did you see last night's meteor shower?" And your answer is always, "No. Why did no one tell me?" Someone did. Astronomers did. Space agencies did. Apps did. You just didn't listen. If it's not on your calendar, it will not happen. Not in this life. Now, let's pause. Is it your fault? Yes and no. No, it's not all on you. You were born into a system that trains you to look down, not up. Endless work, endless notifications, cities that never get dark, algorithms fighting for every spare second of your attention. You were not given a how to experience the universe manual. You were given a smartphone. But at some point, it becomes your responsibility. You can't control solar flares, orbital mechanics, or city lights. You can control whether you look up when it matters. You can decide that your life will include more than glowing rectangles. This is not about blame. This is about agency. You are a human being on a rock in space. You're allowed to act like it. So what do you actually do? Here are some simple, realistic moves. No get rich quick, no nonsense. First, pick 3 space events to actually witness in the next 12 months. Not all 9, just 3. Maybe a meteor shower, a lunar eclipse, an ISS flyover. Search once, write the dates down. Treat them like important meetings because they are. Second, install one sky or astronomy app. Use it once a week. You don't have to become an astro nerd. Just open it on clear nights. What's that bright thing? Oh, that's Jupiter. Knowing the name of one planet makes the sky feel less like a wallpaper and more like a neighborhood. Third, create a look-up ritual. Every night when you step outside your home, look up for 30 seconds. No headphones, no phone in your hand, just breathing and staring. Most nights, nothing dramatic happens, but your brain slowly remembers there is a world beyond your to-do list. Fourth, plan one dark sky trip in the next few years. It doesn't have to be expensive. Drive out of the city, camp, or stay in a simple cabin. The first time you see the Milky Way with your eyes, you will feel both tiny and incredibly alive. That feeling does more for your mental health than 100 motivational quotes. Fifth, share the sky with someone. Watch an eclipse with your kid, your partner, your friend, or even alone while texting someone. Point out the ISS to a stranger. Teach someone how to spot a meteor. When you share wonder, it sticks. Now, a soft warning.
What happens if you don't change anything? If the next 5 to 10 years are just more of the same? You will see more screens than stars. You will remember more fictional universes than the real one. You will know every trending sound on TikTok, but never feel your skin tingle under an aurora. You might grow older and tell yourself, I always wanted to see a meteor shower, or I always wanted to see the Milky Way, but you never made a single plan to do it. One day you'll realize you didn't miss these events because you were unlucky. You missed them because you treated the universe like background noise. That's the scary part. Not that the cosmos is empty, but that you lived as if it was. So let's end with this. The universe does not send push notifications. It does not care if you are tired, busy, or not ready yet. It moves, it aligns, it eclipses, it burns, it glows. Every lunar eclipse you skip is gone forever. Every meteor that burns above a city roof will never return. Every ISS pass is a few humans waving from the sky, whether you look up or not. You do not have to become an astronaut. You do not have to understand the physics, but you do have to decide. Will you keep watching other people's sky through a screen? Or will you start showing up for your own? If you want more videos that talk to you like this, honest, a bit blunt, zero get rich in 7 days nonsense, hit subscribe. This channel is not here to sell you a fantasy life on Mars. It's here to remind you that even on your worst day, you are already flying through space on the best ride you will ever get. Look up. The next show might already be starting.